the foods that were never supposed to exist. Some of the most famous foods on Earth were complete accidents, not carefully planned, not tested in labs, not invented by master chefs. They happened because someone forgot something, burned something, or got frustrated enough to do something ridiculous, and somehow those mistakes turned into foods eaten by millions every single day. Today we're looking at the accidental inventions that changed food forever. 1. The snack created by an annoyed chef. Imagine sending your food back so many times that the chef decides to get revenge. That's basically how potato chips were born. A customer kept complaining that the fried potatoes were too thick and soggy. So the chef sliced them impossibly thin, fried them until they shattered like glass, and covered them in salt, expecting the customer to hate them. Instead, everybody wanted a plate. That revenge recipe eventually became one of the biggest snack industries in the world. 2. The frozen drink. A kid forgot outside. One winter night, a kid accidentally left a sugary drink outdoors with a mixing stick still inside. The next morning, it was frozen solid. Most people would have thrown it away. Instead, he pulled it out by the stick and tasted it. That random frozen mistake eventually became the popsicle, which is honestly proof that kids accidentally invent amazing things sometimes. 3. The breakfast food that was basically a failed experiment. Two brothers were trying to make healthy food for patients, but during the process, they accidentally left grains sitting out too long. The mixture dried out, flaked apart, and looked ruined. But instead of throwing it away, they cooked it anyway. Turns out, crunchy flakes tasted surprisingly good with milk, and that accident completely changed breakfast forever. 4. The cookie that was never supposed to look like that. One baker expected chocolate chunks to melt completely into cookie dough. They didn't. Instead, the chocolate stayed in soft little pockets throughout the cookie. That tiny mistake created one of the most recognizable desserts on Earth, which means the chocolate chip cookie technically exists because somebody guessed wrong. And thankfully, they did. 5. The dessert invented during a mini emergency. At a crowded fair, one vendor reportedly ran out of dishes for ice cream, so another seller rolled up a thin pastry and used it as a replacement container. People loved eating the container almost as much as the dessert itself. And suddenly, the ice cream cone became a thing. Sometimes the best inventions happen because somebody runs out of supplies. 6. The sauce people thought was ruined. A strange experimental sauce tasted terrible at first, so it got abandoned and forgotten in storage. Months later, somebody tried it again. During that time, the ingredients had aged and fermented into something completely different. Instead of disgusting, it was rich, deep, and addictive. It's strange to think that some of the world's favorite foods only exist because something went wrong. A forgotten recipe, a failed experiment, an angry chef, a random accident. Which honestly makes you wonder, how many incredible inventions were created because someone refused to throw a mistake away? If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more strange food history and hidden stories behind everyday things. And comment below, which accidental food surprised you the most?